Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody, depending on which time zone you find yourself in. Right now, it's 9:15 in the morning here in Johannesburg. So, I'm back at Porto, and we've got the 800 there, semi-preloaded. We'll set up the rest just now. We got a few changes from Zebo overnight, so I just want to take it for another circuit. I'm not pushed for time. Okay, so let's start there. If there comes a time at the end where I feel, yeah, I can go on, I'm literally going to go through some of the other models. I want to get back to the 600 and the 700 as well. So, good morning to everybody. And, you know, guys, let us let the stream just lead us. I don't have a script. I'm not working off anything. I literally want to take it for a circuit. One of the things that I want to check out is I need to save flight save points during the circuit, and also make sure that those flight points actually load back again, so that we've got the same functionality with that in like we have with the Zebo. So a couple of things will happen. I'll just talk you through it, and we're just gonna have some fun, you know, and then you guys just throw in your little comments and stuff. If you want to join me on Discord, you're more than welcome to join me. If you get to Discord, please just stay on topic when we start talking, otherwise I'm going to move you out of the room. But other than that, there are no real big rules. You know, the normal stuff of no swearing and don't use the Lord's name in vain, those kind of things, you know, normal social rules count. But you're welcome to come join me if you want. The link is in the description below the video. I see we've got Peter here. Good morning, Peter. And a couple of other guys that are watching, but they're not in the same room, so that's fine. That's 100% fine. So what changed overnight, basically, fixes. That's all. I don't have a real good list of the fixes. Zebo just did his magic, so we're going to see what happens. I did take it for a spin earlier. I was able to land it much better than on the previous stream. I think one of the first things that you guys will notice, obviously, is in the different flight model, this using the experimental flight model, you need a little bit more power at the end. You need a little bit more speed to keep it stable. So we're gonna, instead of using just VREF plus 5, we'll use like VREF plus 7 or something, just to have a guidance, and then try and keep to it so that we don't wobble again, you know, get that yo-yo effect. But it's something that you guys will have to get used to. Obviously, in time it will be tweaked a little bit more, but it's plausible, it's usable, and you know, that's about what needs to happen at this point in time. So let's get going. I've basically just got the electrical systems running. I haven't done much else. So one nice thing that I did notice, I just want to show you guys, some of you have mentioned this a few times about the Zebo mod. The wheel well light actually works with this model. So I'm going to have to speak to Yeri and see if we can't get that going in the Zebo mod as well. There's the wheel well light. You see that? Yes, Peter. The last couple of days, over a week, man, it's been busy. Me and Zebo and the boys have burnt the midnight oil, eh? Do not, there we go. I'm also keeping an eye here on the development server in case anything changes, but it's all part of the game. Alright. I'm glad you like the sounds. I've had one comment on yesterday's video where somebody hates the sound. I don't know why, but that was the comment, and just one of those things. You know, you can't please everybody. We're anyway going to try our best to please as many people as possible. Just want to check my weights. Alright, my usual circuit weight, that's all set up. Ground services, better pushback. Let's go pre-plan. And then we quickly start set up and get going. It's real time in Porto, so I'm literally going to fly into the sunrise here.
Run to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Okay, got it, Chronic. So it's something to do with the LED side of things. Okay. Well, over here I've got the LED selected and it's still working. So I know George was fiddling, but George isn't part of our development team, so he can't really, change things permanently. We'll have to speak to Yuri and Zebo. But anyway, it's a minor thing. I just noticed it now, and I liked it, so that's why I'm mentioning it. Let's go for the cruise, little bit medium lights there. Okay, another thing that I did overnight, I spoke to Peter. I actually edited the internal reflections. You guys from the stream yesterday would notice, and also know from the Zebo mod, in the old days, you used to get the cockpit reflections. I just took it out. Now, the cost of doing that one setting change obviously means that you don't get any reflections of any sorts on the windows. So it diminishes the reflections and stuff. It takes away some of the wow factor, but on the other hand, then at least you don't have the cockpit reflections in the cabin. So I played around with that a little bit. You see, Dimitri, you've got it there. You've got it, and Johnny there as well. I don't know. Look, I mean, it is what it is. We're trying our best. We're giving it for free. If you still want to complain, complain. What can we do? It's one of those things. Right. Oh yes, I wanted to check the lighting just quickly. Yeah, really nice. Really, really good. Okay. Right, the other difference obviously is there's no passengers available in this LevelUp series. I don't know if they're planning on putting it in. I haven't really asked. Let's see, Peter. Right, okay, so Mark, you will have to. One of the questions that I also have is about all the specifics. Okay, so as I get the specifics, I will obviously make my own SimBrief templates, and then I'll just share it on Discord with you guys. So you guys can pick up on it. And that's actually a good question. Let me just type it to Peter here quickly. Yeah, okay, now it's on record. No, there's no ESCO bar on these ones, unfortunately, Johan. Yeah, Chronic, you see, if you look at the textures here, remember, the guys who made the LevelUp stuff, they are graphic designers by trade, mostly, I think, if I understand it correctly. They can help me if I'm wrong. But these guys take an awful amount of pride in their graphic design capabilities and abilities. They really went all out to try and make things look scuffed, and look there at the bottom, and the sheepskin we've talked about already. I mean, it's just amazing. It's really cool. When you look closer at the knobs, you will see the PBR, and you'll see all the detail, all the stuff that's different about Zebo. You're going to immediately see it. If you're used to the Zebo, I mean, this takes 5 seconds for you to start noticing all the changes. I mean, look at all the marks here on these line select keys and stuff. It's just amazing, man. These guys really, really tried their best, and I'm super proud of them. They did really well. In fact, let's do it a bit different today. Let's go for 10. We'll do an intersection takeoff. See if we can do that with this aircraft. Yeah, hangars. Hangars are about to expand. Soon, guys, soon. I can't tell you when, but soon. Mohammed, it's almost the same. They tell me it's almost the same. I'm unfortunately in OpenGL right now. I keep on forgetting to change to Vulcan. Okay, I had issues with a fix that happened, and also with the scenery in this area. So I went to OpenGL just to get the stability to continue my work. But maybe later in the stream, after this initial flight, we can maybe just restart, explain, put it into Vulcan, then we can measure it, then we can look at that. Good morning, Nevada Rocks. So we'll just remind me, Mohammed, if you're still here in about 30-40 minutes, let's see, maybe we can quickly have a look at something like that. Dimitri, yes, because of the restrictions and because of the fact that we want to be above 10,000. I don't want to go too high above 10,000, and I also can't come too low because of the restrictions here in the SIDS and stars. So the whole idea of the circuit is set up to basically give us a quick flight, because it's got all the takeoffs, the landings, the SIDS, the stars, the level flight, everything is in this little circuit. So it's just easier to do it that way. And I just found 11 is a really great number to use. All right, guys, just fair warning as well. If you do find a little mistake, don't send it to me. I'll tell you one that I picked up as well. Your speed intervent and alt intervent button, those two. There's your altitude intervention and speed intervention. On the tablet, the setting to disable them is there, but it doesn't do anything. Now, if you pick up something like that, remember the LevelUp aircraft is not for me and Zebo to look after. It needs to be noted on the threshold forum. That's their home. That's where you need to talk to us. Okay, so don't send me PMs. Don't put it on the Zebo forum. It's not the same. You guys need to understand this needs to go to the LevelUp forum on the threshold. Okay, Nevada Rocks, I do not have confirmation yet. I am expecting some compatibility with the fixes, but I can't say yet. We have to let Zebo lead us in that. Okay, there is a little bit of compatibility, but I'm not sure to what extent the same patch is going to work for the LevelUp. I just honestly don't know. As I'm sitting here, I don't know. Well, Dimitri, that is plausible. I think that's a very good answer. I just honestly, I don't know. Zebo has not disclosed it. Peter hasn't told me. So, and I haven't asked. I mean, the guys need to make their decisions, then come back to us and say, oh, this is what we've decided, and this is how we're going to do it. Right, I'm ready to get going. So let's get this APU going, and then we'll start closing up. Mark, yeah, that's a good suggestion. I'm not sure where Matthias and his updater will fit in here. I can't think it will be much different. I know there's a new version of the updater either just been released or coming soon, so it's probable. I don't know. I haven't asked him. I must also ask him. That there will be some compatibility between them. We'll have to see. I mean, at the end of the day, depending on how the update's going to look, it might literally just be, a tick box where you can add and say, I've got LevelUp included in my installation, and it will just pop it in there. I don't know. We'll have to ask these questions soon. We're going to find out. Yeah, the EFB, guys, this thing is what was the big hold up all the year that we've been waiting. There were two different versions before this one, and literally Zebo stepped in a few days ago and came to the party with this thing. So I'm impressed with this one. It's basically the same. It's just got different icons. And then as you work through it, by the way, I didn't even work through this new version. Let me quickly see that all my settings are right. Have a look with me, then you guys can see. It's basically the same. The PIP obviously is different. Zebo doesn't have the PIP. Eyebrow windows will not be available, but it's available on the 600, for instance. But if we read through this, you'll quickly pick up it is 100% based on the Zebo tablet, just some things aren't available. And vice versa. And the HUD, I've tried to get the HUD working, it doesn't seem to be modeled in LevelUp, so I'm not even going to bother to switch that on right now. Right, the high altitude landing system, it's not modeled. This is obviously something new that Zebo brought in, but if you look at your overhead, it's not been modeled, so the guys still need to model it. Yeri did the modeling in the Zebo, so it's there, but it's not here. I don't think it's functional at this point in time, so just you're gonna have to live with a few different, small discrepancies. Yeah, we have a couple of things. This is obviously related to AudioBird's Fmod in the Zebo mod, so it's not available here. You can't have it just the way it is. Alright, I think it looks all good. Then I won't get a nasty surprise somewhere.
Brought to Cockpit. Tow is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Hello, Jacques. The Zebo mod is just the base, the system's base for this range. Zebo is going to stay completely separate. He's going to continue his whole design, on that side. We're going to continue doing what we do there. The only reason at this point in time, I think, would be, for cosmetics. Really, it's all about the cosmetics. I personally, if I fly the LevelUp range, I'll probably fly the 600 and the 700 mostly, because that's something Zebo does not have. The 800 that I've got on the screen here, I'm literally testing. There's no point in me flying this one, and again, coming back to the updates, I'm not sure how the updates are going to work. If they are not on the same update, then obviously I need to be on the most recent one, which will always be the Zebo. It will always be updated first, and that's how it used to run with the Ultimate team and everybody else. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Me personally, I'll fly the Zebo mod. That's my project I've been involved with for many years, so I'll stay there for the 800. The 900 and the 900 ER might also come into play in my life, but it's not something that I really have to fly. I think in terms of purpose, if you fly for a VA that demands that you have a 600 for a 600 route or a 700 for a 700 route, it's going to help those guys. But other than cosmetics on the 800, there's no point in me flying the LevelUp 800. That's where I come from, how I look at it. Hello, Christian. Good morning. Don't worry, we haven't taken off yet. I'm sitting here chatting while I could have actually pushed back, I suppose.
Starting pushback. You may start the engine.
Peter, I'll do them as soon as I can, buddy. I've been so busy, and this is literally my first day that I'm not preoccupied, so I'll have a look the moment I can. Christian, it's very similar. It's got three major differences. The LevelUp uses the experimental flight model opposed to the Twixtor flight model. It's got the performance improvement package from Boeing, so you've got different switches and different linings on the slats and flaps and different engine cowlings and things. Okay, so that's part of the PIP there. And that's about it. It's all visual. If you look around the cabin, you'll pick up the visual differences. Different people made it, different switches, different PBR, different things. Mark, yeah, let's do that. Need to get some volume going here. Yeah, unfortunately, 2 hands, 1 body, 2 feet, there are limits. Krister, you're gonna love it. You're really gonna love it. No worries, Christian.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Hey Gene, good evening. Guys, just as a matter of interest, the engines are gravity fed. Okay, don't fly without the pumps, but there's no problem, as you can see, starting them. I don't advise it. I just forgot to switch the pumps on, but I'm just giving you a heads up because somebody did pick up on it yesterday. Somebody picked up on it yesterday, and you know, it felt like I got wrapped over the knuckles. Well, Gene, but if you can't sleep, this is a good place to be. So, you know, just relax here with us. Maybe it's going to soothe you into a good sleep there. Dimitri, I can't see that happening. I can't see that at this point in time happening at all. Right, while we're busy with that, I keep on forgetting this thing. I have to calibrate it every time before a flight now. And there it goes with our pin. Right, so we've got all of that off, that off. You can see the sun's rising slightly there on the east. Right, I just want to get my output situations folder open here so I can see when I do make my saves. I think this model is holding on to it. Yeah, it's holding on. Okay, I'll have to overwrite it. Good. Alright, so I'm keeping the tablet open there so you guys can actually see the FPS as well. I had lots of questions about that already. Christer, I did send a message to Peter. We're going to have to get the SimBrief profile set up for these guys. And so I'm just waiting for the actual official figures. I can probably extract them with PlaneMaker, but we'll let Peter dictate that for us. Then once the SimBrief profiles are created, I'll share them on Discord and Facebook and wherever in the forums, and then you know we'll have a reasonable idea of matching it again. Yeah, I like the sounds too. I miss Linda, Barry. I do. She's proven herself to be quite a companion. You know, now that I got used to her, now that she does what I want her to do and all these things, I do miss her, I promise. See how much better my taxi is when I actually concentrate and when I've calibrated this rudder pedal, and I'm also using a tiller, so the combination works really well. I'm just going to make my first save here before we get onto the runway. We're going to use the intersection as a takeoff, and that just reminded me I need to go flaps 10. I like doing it with the Zebo, so I'd like to see if this one can do the same. Hello Steve, good morning, good morning. There we go, that's saved flight situation 1.
Approaching 17. On runway 17.
There we go. Mark, it is programmed to start automatically in the experimental mode. During my testing of older models, I have found it not to be the case. It's like it doesn't switch it on. So for my own purposes and my own sanity, what I do is I put the tick in the box in the explain settings page, the general settings page. The only reason is if for some reason it does not kick in, it becomes rather uncomfortable to fly this aircraft with the hand. It's okay on the autopilot, but you know, and I know lots of people fly autopilot point to point, but that's not how I fly it, and I don't like the uncomfortableness of it all, you know. So I make sure that the experimental flight model is on. You shouldn't be you shouldn't have to calibrate. That's an anomaly on my system with my rudder pedals. I'm going to quickly show you what I've got here. Under the joystick, yeah, I've got, oh goodness, let me make it smaller. Okay, hold on. You're not going to see this. Let me make it visible. Alright, do you see here at the bottom side, I've got active profiles. So I've got the TBM, a single prop, and a Zebo. All the LevelUp and all the Zebo models fly with the Zebo. Okay, so I would highly recommend make yourself a Zebo or a LevelUp profile. Set the aircraft up under those profiles. Okay, because whatever you change in this profile is not going to influence the TBM or the single prop. You see, so every change you make or any change you make is just limited to this profile. My problem comes in, I was forced to reload my X-plane. Alright, a couple of guys know about the problem. I was literally forced to reload my X-plane, and since then, every single time I fly, I have to recalibrate the pedals, and I've not had time to even think about, you know, finding the reason or the rhyme in the whole story. I don't know, it's just annoying. Right, good morning, Cor. Alex, for 800 I'd be flying Zebo, and for 600 will be the LU. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm not leaving the Zebo for anything, you know. This is nice to have. I'm loving it, but there are limitations as well. Like for instance, you only get A1 configuration for the FMC, for instance, and in Zebo you've got A1 and A2. You know, that's a silly thing, but it is one of those things. So it all comes down to the cosmetics and how you feel about it and things like that. But I mean, I've been part of the Zebo team now since 2017. I'm not planning on leaving soon. Anyway, so the 800 will be my Zebo. We'll fly the 6 and 700s and the 900s with LevelUp, because that's going to be cool. Dimitri, the way we get them from the test server is without any liveries. I just downloaded 2 liveries, and I still had an old Skymatix livery floating around here, which isn't compatible anymore. So that needs to be fixed up. George and Peter said they'll help me with that. So, you know, it's a work in progress for Skymatix as well. My stream is still running, Dimitri. Are you back? And you can answer you. Okay, so let me start again. I'm not sure what they're going to ship with the actual release version, but the liveries that are available will be on the Threshold forum. Okay, so just go to everything about these models will be on the Threshold forum. Just stick to that. Keep your eye on it. You'll get everything there. Hello, George. Good morning. I saw your 10-4 on Discord as well, sir. That was cool, eh? One more time. Feel like a kid with a new toy. Christian, no, I can't say that. I don't know. You'll have to speak to Jason Ariel. He's responsible for the Zebo old 700, 900. You'll have to ask him. A new toy. Yeah, I'm feeling like I've got new toys to play with, man. I'm loving this. I recently mapped some switches to these switches. Yeah, from the alpha. Yeah, I'm getting confused still. I'll get the hang of it soon, I suppose. Yes, I did. I had to fill up the rest of the stuff. So on the 800, I've basically got. I'm almost done. There are a few that is not done yet, but I've basically got the similar setup to the Zebo now. And obviously all the flybys and the circuits and. Yeah, nice. Christian, it's exactly the same as the Zebo. There's no other added advantage in the tablet. It's got everything the Zebo's got, minus a few things actually. You can do your landing calculations, but Zebo's never finished the takeoff one. Thanks, David. Yeah, that was a nice surprise when we got to the tent and we were 15 meters from the lions. 15 meters. I mean, you could almost touch them. It's so close. It was cool. And when that big boy started roaring here, you know, just about 3 a.m. at night, you kind of sit up and listen. Yeah, it was very nice. My son enjoyed it so much. We came home yesterday, and I think just after 6 p.m. our time, he went to sleep. He just lie down on the bed. He fell asleep, and like 5 minutes before this stream started, he was still sleeping. He was pushed. He pushed himself beyond belief. I mean, he drove kilometers and kilometers with his bicycle, and he was doing the zip line and the kayaking on the river, and I mean, he just did everything that he can't, you know, do sitting at home. Thanks, Dimitri. Yeah, I just did the second one. I'm gonna do the third one just now. I just need to quickly set up for the landing, and then we'll save another one. Yeah, that's right. So that's number 3. There's our little airport. So let me show you this as well. For each one of the aircraft, you're going to get a save situation that's linked to that aircraft. So you can't make a save situation in the 800 then use it on the 700 or the 600 or the 900. It's all personalized, so you guys can find that in output situations. And because it's based on the Zebo, don't use them on newer versions, different versions. When you make it, use it on the model that you made it. It's the most important thing you need to remember. No, Christian, no. This is a brand new aircraft for all intents and purposes, so you'll probably have to buy a new version to get Linda compatible, or you have to be a programmer and hacker to do it. She doesn't work out the box in this one. Hello, Kent. Thank you, sir. Glad to have you back here. I do have the release date. I've got the release time actually, but I can't tell you. How's that for being mean this morning on the stream? I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you. There has just been one heck of a discussion on the Discord here about that. I kept out of it and I just kept smiling. Thank you, Kent. May you have a very good, blessed new year as well, eh? For you and your family. Guys, and for everybody else watching, I hope 2022 is going to be a better one than 2021. I had hell this year. I'm glad it's over. Yeah, but where you are sitting, it's probably New Year already. Hi, Alex. Sorry, Steve. Unless there's a hell of a big mishap, I can tell it's going to be soon. But that's about the best I can do. Mark, everything is running through the threshold forum. Let me see if I can get you the actual forum link quickly. I know I had it yesterday. Let's just see. I'm gonna actually have to save this for myself because It's definitely gonna bite me sometime. I mean, it's silly that I don't have it. Let's see. Okay, on the other hand, I want to tell you something. It's crossed my mind. I haven't thought about it before this morning. I thought about it, but I haven't had time to actually ask. Okay, I'm not sure. I've said this before in the stream. I'm not sure how the actual updates will work, whether it will use the exact same update as the Zebo. Okay, that is not clear to me at this point in time. But if it comes down to the fact that I actually have to make torrents for these ones as well, I'll happily do that. I mean, I'm already doing it for Zebo, so why not? You know, we'll see. But all these things will become clear once we get there. You know, once we know where we're going. So. That's the link to the threshold forum for this product range. So you guys must just save it somewhere. Like I said, I also need to save it while I'm thinking about it. Keep on doing all kinds of other things except saving that one. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll follow everything from this page. I presume this is where the announcement will be for the release, etc, 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 and then also the downloads. We'll find out soon enough. Okay. Thank you, Steve. Same to you. Then Pilot Tris, PFD looks a bit off. It's possible. The best advice I can give you is put it on the forum. Go talk to the guys on the forum. I'm just the tester and the big mouth PR guy on this side. I have no influence over that. You know, if you have got better pictures or something, put it on the forum. Gene, I don't know yet. I have not spoken to Matthias, so I don't know what his plans is with his updater. I would have liked it if there was just a checkbox, you know, where you could specify which versions of the aircraft you have. Tick the box, click a button, but that's me, you know, I don't know. We've not talked about that yet. Thank you, Tris. Yeah, no, it's super. It's really nice. I don't have a problem with what we've got here. It's flyable, it's plausible. Any further development will obviously happen in time, you know, so if there is a little glitch, you know, we've got 3 real world pilots in the team here with LevelUp now. Sasso from Zebo is also here, Jan from Zebo is also here, so the guys know what they're doing, and then with the help, you know, outside help, as you guys are going to test it, you're obviously going to come up with suggestions and things, you know, just put it on the forum. Please don't send it to me. I can't stand daddy for that as well. Just put it on the forum, guys. Then they'll take it from there. I think the spoilers might have been deployed. I do apologize, and sorry for the vacuum in the background. I'll just mute myself while they're busy. Okay, as time goes by, I'll edit the XP realistic a little bit more, because remember, we're now using a different flight model, different aircraft, but I'm utilizing the Zebo version of the XP realistic. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. It might not be 100% correct yet. Okay, let's see if I can land this thing better than yesterday. I see if I put a little bit more speed into it, it's just got a little bit better lift. And there we go again, back now.
$400, $300, $500, $200, $100, $50, $40, $30, approaching minimums, $10.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we have to have that little bit of extra speed and just keep the nose up a little bit more. Sasso lands this thing like a champion, you know. I've watched him fly it a few times. I'm still getting used to the new flight model on it because there's that little bit of extra speed needed and you have to just put a little bit more back pressure on the yoke, so all good. Alright, so that is the 800. Let's go check the 600. Ideally in the stream I'd like to do the 600 and the 700. See how they perform. Hang on a second. I think I might have made a mistake somewhere. Custom, no. Start engines running, that's fine. Thank you, Peter, enjoy.
On runway 17. On runway 17. On runway 17.
Dimitri, yeah, I've just told them to get off my plane. I don't want them here. Yeah, I asked the wife to go start on the other side of the house. She didn't listen. What can you do?
Cameras save.
Yeah, probably because I asked her to stop. Yeah, she's dismantling the aircraft on the outside now. She says to me just now, life goes on. She can't wait for me in my stream. Can you believe that? Yeah, it looks like a Christmas tree. It's really
On
nice.
runway 17. On
Okay,
runway
you see
17.
that ND display, that X-rays display on the ND, guys. I've already put that in my private hangar. So if you guys want the X-rays displayed on your ND, basically you're gonna have to replace the whole file. So it goes in your X-rays in the plugin folder, in the data folder. So it's explain the resources, plugins, X-rays, data. That's the folder structure. The instructions are included. If you go to my private hangar, you can grab it from the Zebo mod LevelUp. I didn't call it LevelUp. No, it's under the Zebo mod and X-rays folder. Yeah, so you can pick it up there. Yeah, it's cool. I love the sheepskin. Right, okay. Let's not waste time. I'm sitting here still fuming over this vacuum cleaner. Doesn't help. They've moved on. Whew.
On runway 17. On runway 17.
Yeah, Kent, they did good. They did really good. Eh? So on this model, also you can see it's got a different engine thrust rating. The guys really tried to match, per model, per type, better than usual. Right, so I'm just waiting for the flaps, and then if there's no objections, we can go. Don't need that one anymore. Navs up, landing. Wing. Okay, we don't need that. I don't know, Steve. I haven't tried it. I think they'll have to update it, eh? Stay well, Christer. Talk soon.
Unable to find.
Oh yeah, I haven't set that up yet. Right. Let's save a flight situation for this one as well. Save a flight. Okay, Dimitri, sleep well, my brother. You will talk soon.
V1.
That's nice, eh? Nice sounds. In terms of the update, I don't know yet. Honestly, I don't. We haven't discussed that. That's between the LevelUp guys and Zebo. I have no idea how it's going to be delivered. The frequency, I don't even know if there is a plan to use the same update, which will be cool, but I mean, that's up to them. They need to tell us still. Once we know, you'll know. Yeah, it's actually sunrise, Mark, but yeah, thank you. No, I love it. It's amazing. Oh, she looks so gorgeous. Hey, look at that. Just amazing.
donated £17.99 through SuperChat. Something towards the PC upgrade fund.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, it's going to take a while before we get there. I lost my car engine yesterday on the way home from the camp. I think a lot of money is going to have to go there first, depending on what exactly is wrong. But thank you for that. You made me smile. Thank you, man. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, it is, my friend. I tell you what, silly, really silly thing that happened. Ah. I'm not sure it's going to be the same on the Zebo. That's something that you'll have to have a look at. Remember, it's a totally different team that made the graphics here. It's not Yeri or Jorge or any of the other guys who've worked on the Zebo. These are, professional, semi-professional graphics guys who worked on this one. Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking of how I might have said that. I don't mean any disrespect to the guys that worked on the Zebo, and that's not the intent of what I said. It's just it was a different team, basically. You've got to understand it's not the same people. And Yeri, for instance, I mean, he was not involved from the beginning, so he's done a stellar job of what he's done in the Zebo. I think if he's let loose, he can probably make something similar. He did say yesterday on the stream that he will look into making the new style throttle quadrant, but just not now. That's something for the future, and so he'll do his thing. See, with this one, the big thing for me is the eyebrow windows. That's something you can switch on and off. This doesn't have the PIP, that performance improvement package, but at least you can switch the windows at the top. Wow, doesn't that look amazing? I want to do that again. Wow. That's just cool. My NVIDIA screenshot grabber died again. I hate it when it does that. Could have liked to take some screenshots like that. Okay, here's a bonus for you guys. I've just been asked if I can test sounds. I'm not sure which sounds they are. It's a new Fmod and new sound zip. So let me download them and get them in there, and we can test them. Yeah, when I land this baby, I really just want to set up my saves. So once I've landed this one, we're quickly gonna go in these added PM callouts. Okay, these added PM callouts: 80 knots, V1, rotate, positive rate, 400, 1000, 1000 to go, 1000 feet stabilized, gear up, gear down, 3 green. Woo, nice. Yeah, Steve, my NVIDIA is currently on the latest one. The 2 previous models were rubbish on my system. They didn't work. But what happens is shadow play that I used to take my screenshots with, for some freaking reason, it will work like for a million years. And then one day, it will just last like 10 minutes and then it's over. You can't get it working again. It just dies, and when you press your Alt and Z button, it comes up. It's there. It's not like it's gone away, but the shortcut, the key shortcut to take the screenshots just don't work. That actually reminds me. Hang on. Let's go to. I must put up a backup here if I don't have one. Screenshot toggle, full screen. Take a screenshot. Shift and space. Okay. Let's see. And this, oh, there it's put it right there. Okay, so at least I've got that now. Okay, so I'll remember that I've got a backup. Because it's so damn irritating. I would have loved to take a screenshot there as that Boeing took the turn there, but yeah, it happens. I'll tell you now, currently the download is about 700 megabyte. It's not big. It doesn't come with liveries the way I get it, so you're gonna have to pick and choose your liveries. But I think it's about 700 megabyte. Let me. Oh, I've deleted it. Extracted. Extracted. It's 1.38 gigabyte, but I think the download is about 700 megabyte. And that includes now my 3 liveries that I've got, by the way, that size I just mentioned. That's it. Yeah, 1.38 gig includes my 3 liveries. No, there's not. It works exactly the same as the Zebo. At this point in time, we get a zip file, we extract it, and we go fly. Live Pilot, as time goes by, we'll find out where the installer fits in and what Matthias is doing and not doing for this, and what LevelUp is doing and not doing. We have to still find those things out there. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to land. I'm going to let the stream run so you guys can go make coffee or whatever you need to do if you feel like it. I'm going to quickly upgrade the F-mod and sound pack on this package, and then we're going to go test fly the 700 because we've just done the 800. This is the 600. Then we'll do the 700, and we'll join up and watch that one, you know, together again. Okay, Kent, well, you sleep well. You can obviously watch the video later, and hope you sleep really well, man. Have a good rest. Darren, good morning. Listen to that trim, eh? Yeah, I agree. It's very impressive. I like it. I like it lots. Absolutely. Our sound is very important. So a part of what we're going to do after I land here is actually upgrade the F mod. We're getting a new pack. I just downloaded it. I've got it. So we're going to test the new sound pack quickly, and then look at all those extra new, callouts and stuff. Yeah, good stuff, John. I still need to set up the rest of the cameras. I spent too much time on the 800 again. We need to get these guys on the same level with the cameras. Then I'll put that in my private hangar again, so you guys don't have to start from scratch. And you can use mine and build from there, or just use as is, whatever. So we'll have the X camera presets. We'll upload it there. That's in your hands, George. You do your magic, sir. No, it doesn't. No, that's why we use, or I at least use, X camera, because I got my presets, so I quickly get to where I want to be. The only thing that you can have as a pop-out is the FMC on the Zebo. It's not updated for LevelUp yet, but you can use Web FMC, for instance, on Zebo, so you can have it on a different screen or somewhere. And I'm hoping that they will just update that for LevelUp pretty soon. Yeah, there's no passengers in this model, Steve. It's not been ported from the Zebo.
Approaching 17.
Yes. No, what we'll do is in the next restart. Thank you for reminding me. We'll use Vulcan. We'll see what happens there.
500. 400. 300. Approaching minimums. Minimum 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There you go, we made it. Right, guys, so let me switch Vulcan now while we're talking about it, otherwise I will forget. So for the next restart, we will be using that. Okay, so I'm not going to stop the stream. I'm just going to close down, explain itself, and then upload the new Fmod and stuff, and then we go test that on the 700. Vulcan is a strange thing. So I'm going to show you something. This is my trick to overcome all the crash to desktops and the device loss errors and all. So this is just how I do it. So just bear with me, I'll show you. One of the things that I discovered a long time ago was not all the scenery and not all the aircraft are actually really truly Vulcan compatible. In fact, if you look at scenery that's older than a year or two max, most likely they are somehow compatible but not really compatible. So you're facing a situation where those things create a problem for Vulcan. So what I do is I use X-Organizer. Then I go to the area where I want scenery. Okay, I switch on that area. You'll see the others are red. There's no scenery enabled on them. Okay, now for the testing purposes, I actually switch off LPPR because that is payware and that has very definitely got some other memory leak in it. Okay, I haven't bothered to try reach out to the developer there, but for me it's kind of useless right now because I can maybe do one circuit and the next time I've just run out of VRAM, it's gone. You can't use it. I'll drop my frames goes to like 10, 12 and 15 max. So for my testing purposes, I kill that. And this is what X-Organizer gives me. You know, I just go in, select what I want, switch it on, switch it off. I can then go through all the areas and make sure, like for instance, the orthos and stuff, right? So we are now currently in Europe. I can actually enable the European orthos. There's an EU. We've got, yeah, that's all we need over there. Then on this one, that's the Orbix through Earth stuff. So right now, what I've done now literally is I've picked and chosen what I wanted. By doing this, I eliminate the stress inside of Explain and it in its turn on the graphics. So what happens is I hardly ever get a crash to desktop now, just because I limit things. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is, I won't name them, but even the big names of scenery developers that I've got in here, and a lot of my stuff is payware. Some of these big names, they get lazy. And what they do is they don't put limits, geographical limits, on their scenery. So you would fly in Europe and you will get a freaking scenery from the US loading, or vice versa. You know, you're talking 10,000, 20,000 mile distance, absolute irrelevant nonsense loading, because the developers were just too lazy to put it in a little box to keep it local for the area. And unfortunately, I mean, you know, you pay money for it, you want to use it, but you've got to be sensible about it. And this is the best way I get to protect myself. So I just switch off anything that I'm not using. I'm not in America, I'm not in South America, I'm not in Asia, I'm not in Africa or Oceania. So I just switch it off. And believe it or not, that seems to fix most of my issues. Michelle, no, Zebo's going nowhere. We're going nowhere. The whole idea of LevelUp is Zebo's helping them by sharing his systems. That's an agreement they made, and that's all it is. The Zebo mod itself is not going anywhere. That's still the main development platform, and that's still the main one that I will be streaming and showing you guys. And you know, as it comes from the Zebo, it will trickle down to the LevelUp. As usual, in the past we used to do that with the Ultimate project as well. You know, so Zebo's going nowhere, you don't have to worry. Alright, the only downside about using that X-organizer like that is obviously in the Zebo mods, and this will go for the LevelUp, if you enable the custom navigation database, it's obviously going to take a little bit longer to load up, for the simple reason that you know, it needs to create a new database. So just bear with me if it does happen. We're just going to enjoy the ride as it goes. Jerry, soon. Good morning, Scotsman. Hallo Jaco. Hoe gaan dit met jou? Yeah, Michelle, there's a lot of work to do still. Okay, that transition, taking the code from the script language into C++ is still going to take a while. It's going to take a long time. And then obviously there's improvements. You know, Zebo and me myself as well, we've had a dream of making the most realistic 737 for any flight simulator out there, and we're getting there. If you go and you look at what we've accomplished, it's astonishing. But it's not done yet. Jerry, it goes without saying, there's no point in releasing an aircraft right now. Explain 12, they haven't given a release date, but I mean it's not going to be another year, I don't think, you know, so soon. Another one of those soon comments, but it's coming. So there's no point in releasing something that's not compliant or compatible. I like this cockpit.
On
You can see it's
runway
like it's
17,
a
on
little bit
runway
darker grey.
17.
It's really nice. Scotsman, no, no, no. Promise. Oh, if you just knew. If you just knew, you would love me for it. But I can't tell you. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, QNH 1023 it was. Yep, still. Okay, let's put some weight in this baby. Alright, just to make sure we are in Vulcan. Yeah, that's Vulcan, so that's there. So let's go to the developer VRAM profiler. Let's have a look, see.
On runway 17, on runway 17.
I thought we could make it bigger. I wonder how they sort it. I wonder. Oh, there we go. There's the level up. So there's your VRAM usage, 1.24 gigabytes. Sorry, guys. I went completely over it. There's your VRAM usage, 1.24 gig. Alright, so let's start setting up. Just want to see. Oh yeah, I've got some views here now. Lekker. It would help if we finished the FMC, I suppose.
On runway 17, on runway 17.
Yeah, I've been dying for months and months to show you guys, and it was so funny, you know, during my normal streaming, some of the guys would actually pick up, it's in my aircraft list, and then there was all these questions and I can't answer. NDAs are real, eh? They don't want you to talk, and it's good, but I'm glad it's been lifted on me now, so we can show you. We've already discussed it before in the stream. You obviously came in afterwards. I suppose it will have to be made compatible from the WebFMC side. Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye out for them to update it. In terms of the rest of the systems, it's Zebo, so there shouldn't be an issue, but it has to recognize the new aircraft, so we must just wait for them to update it, and I'm pretty sure they will. There's no reason why they won't. So $131. Now we can do this. Okay, I haven't flown this model in a few days, so I'd love to see how it handles now. Right, you ready? Let's make a saved flight. Let's just check everything. We've got the flaps. Oh yeah, RTO is not set. There you go. Okay, I've turned it as best I can now that it doesn't drown me, but I've lifted it a bit for you. Save configs, save flight 1. Let's go. Jerry, we don't know yet. I've also discussed it a few times on the stream already this morning. We don't know yet. We're waiting for all the confirmations and everything to come through of exactly how it's going to work. Right now I literally get it from the development server in a zip format, and I just extract it similar to what Zebo works.
$80.
There you go, that sounds good.
V1, rotate.
Oh nice, well done.
Gear up. Right.
Positive right, gear up.
400.
Very nice. That sounds good. It sounds good, eh?
1000.
Right, so I'm just putting that here for the FPS again so you guys can see. Okay, Scotsman, take care, have a good new year. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun making videos and streams now, eh? Displays. Yeah, I know you can somewhere exterior. I just need to find them again. Systems. Displays. I know it's in here somewhere. I must just find it, to be honest. Sorry. Yeah, it's default as of right now. That's an update that I was just given to put in. So yeah, it's default from now on. Where the hell would it be? Visual effects. There we go. There you go. How's that? Is that okay? Excellent. Yes, Mert, it's a different sound pack, different creators, different sounds completely. Part of the F-mod was created by the lady from Laminar Research, and then Wolf added these little bits and fine-tuned and all, so it's not the Audio Bird one. The flight model, no, it uses the experimental flight model for the LevelUp aircraft. The only thing from Zebo is the tablet and the subsystems. I mean, you can see it's all based on Zebo. Everything under the hood is based on Zebo. Nope, no web browser. There was one in the previous tablet, but it didn't go anywhere. It was very limited anyway, so nope. Yes, Mert, 600, 700, 800, 900 and 900 ER. The previous tablets had issues. I don't really want to go into it, but they didn't work, so we had to make a change. Yeah, I like it, it's nice. We still don't know. We don't know about the updates. It's not been disclosed yet. I think they need to make their final decision how it will work. It would be nice. I mean, in my mind, if it's possible, you know, the moment the Zebo updates, it would have been nice to update this one as well, so they could run parallel. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Nevada Rocks, it flies similar. The difference is in the landing. The landing is totally different. You're gonna have to get used to landing the LevelUp one. At least I am. I've watched the real pilots land this thing and they are enjoying themselves, you know, but the power to weight ratio compared to the speed and things like that, it all has to be in balance, obviously, but it's different. That is way different than the Zebo. Zebo is more stable for me, much more stable, easier to land. This is you know, if you don't do this one right, it turns into a rodeo. But in terms of flying it, this thing is very stable, very, very stable, and flying it is a pleasure. As far as I know, you should be able to. The paint kit was also given to us, but I'm not a painter, so I can't really answer you that one. One of the guys that's actually involved with the paint at this time will have to tell you. I don't know. The biggest feature that I'm waiting for is the Livery to get proper rain onto the screen again. In all honesty, that's probably the thing we get asked most, is when is the Livery coming back? When is Livery coming back? Now in X-Plane 12 it's going to be part of default. It will just be there. So in terms of the rest, whatever you get now, you'll just have. It's going to have to be modified slightly to work in X-Plane 12, but it will be taken care of. Mert, nobody knows, and those that do know will never tell you. That is a state secret. It's like the release date of the level up. It's a state secret. We can't tell you. It's just how the agreement is written. Greaser, the flight model will be a work in progress, an ongoing thing. With the 3 real pilots continuously testing, giving feedback, Jason, whoever works on it, will obviously tweak the flight model, okay? But we don't want to hold back on the release just because of the flight model. You can see on my stream here, it's perfectly flyable, it's perfectly usable. The tweaks and the fine tuning will happen afterwards and in time. Yeah, it flies. It's usable. You guys can see it's usable. That's one of the reasons why I'm streaming, to show you guys, because we're bound to get a lot of guys saying it's not flyable, and then it's not us, then it's something on their system. But how do you prove it unless you show them? Here's the proof. It's flyable, it's usable. There's nothing preventing me from enjoying this aircraft. Now the nitty-gritty stuff and the stuff behind the scenes we'll sort out. We'll sort out in time. I'm not sure if it's just cosmetic. I believe it's just cosmetic. PIP is not going to change much. It's going to make it look different, but I don't think it's going to change any other characteristics. No, the weather radar is still just the default laminar research one that you get in the default 738. That's not going to change soon. Yeah, some people are salty, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You see, Twixter's not part of the LevelUp team. He's not given his permission. I don't think they've asked him for permission anyway. The guys, it's a separate team. So I don't think it's fair to go and take, Twixter's work and just put it somewhere else. At least not without permission. You mean the PFD, that one? I didn't watch more than 5 minutes of his stream because we were too busy. By the time I ended my stream, we already had updates and we already had to start testing again. So I didn't keep tabs on Chewy or any of the other guys that started streaming. Control panel. Okay. MCP, that's what you're looking for, that one. It's a MCP. Yeah, that's the other one is the Honeywell. I had it on the 600 just now because I think it's type appropriate. But in this one, Nah, I just took this one. Man, just give me a second, guys. These bots are out in force. Hello Josh, welcome. There is nothing else that I can share with you that I haven't done already. The PIP is the bigger one, the biggest one, okay? So unfortunately I can't say more than that. I know. Yeah, there was like a handful of guys that jumped on the threshold and asked, you know, to get a copy, and they were graciously given. So yeah, my one that I've got here is way more advanced than any they've got now already. This one's been plenty updated already again. Yeah, it's good, eh? This new F mod is really nice. I've just updated the F mod from the developer, so you must listen to it coming in now. It does, but the guys don't come here from the beginning, so what must I say? We need to continuously repeat stuff and, you know, circle back, tell more things. Anyway.
$2,500.
Gear down, 3 greens.
Thank you so much. That sounds so good. That too. It's nice. It's really nice.
Gear up.
I'll drop them just now. I want to hear the buzzer. I forgot to listen to the buzzer. I want to see if it will warn us. Okay, that's interesting.
1,000.
Approaching 17.
That's just another thing. That ND display of XRAS, I've updated the file already. You can get it from my private hangar. So just go into the Zebo folder, look for XRAS. There's an ND overlays file that you guys are going to need that will work on the LevelUp as well as the Zebo mod. So just go grab that file there. Wow, this thing is stable. This thing is really nice. I'm fiddling with it to see the effect, but I mean, this is wow.
300 plus 100.
This is really nice.
Minimums 200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I like this flight model. This is a really nice flight model. Hey Danny, yeah, happy new year to you too, sir. I could have kept the nose up a little bit longer. But anyway, it's good, it's good, it's workable, it's flyable, it's landable. Love it. So guys, that concludes this stream then basically. I mean, I did the 800, the 600 and now the 700. We got the new F mod in here. Yeah, I didn't get the thrust lever was more than 20% decrease up. Okay, excellent, thank you for that. That's something we can actually go test. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you'll go away just now, don't worry.
Three 3,000 feet remaining.
Thanks, Shift.
2,000 remaining.
We probably don't have enough runway, but we'll wing it.
1,000 remaining.
Oops.
500 remaining. Caution on taxiway. On taxiway.
Woohoo!
100
Cowboys. Oops, we did.
Gear down, 3 greens. Gear up. 400.
Airspeed low. Light slow. Light slow. Bank angle. Bank angle.
$1,000.
Yeah, we'll have to wipe them off.
$2,500.
Yeah, that is what I thought as well, but it's not giving it to me. So I'll just query that with the guys. You know, the reason I wanted to test it is in the Zebo the horn is there, but it's very soft. I can't always hear it. The volume isn't good enough, you know. And I was wondering what this one would sound like, so I'll put a note in.
Light slope.
Where's Peter? Peter, you looking for me? Okay, Peter, that's fine.
Light slope. Light slope. Light slope.
Yeah, it's all part of the,
Light
you know, wrap up.
Light
It
slope.
needs to be sorted. It will
Light
get
slope.
sorted.
Light slope. Light slope. Light slope. Light slope. Light slope.
Just need a bit more
Light
speed.
slope. Light slope. Light
There you
slope.
go.
Approaching 17.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide
Yeah.
slope.
Now it's going,
400.
but it takes a long time before it comes up.
Glide slope.
Plus 100.
I've run out of trim. Ah!
Gears down.
Too high.
3 greens.
Too high.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up.
400.
Pull up. Pull up.
500.
Pull up.
300.
Pull up.
200.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
100.
Sink rate.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, we made it safe back home. Shifty, I'm gonna tag the sound guy. Let's see what he says. I think it works obviously, but it's too late. It's like we almost dead before it warns us, so I'll let
80
him know.
knots.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'm gonna call it quits for now. While I'm busy losing control here. I touched my tiller and it was in the wrong position. So that also can happen. If you guys keep your eye on the channel, I'll probably do 1 or 2 more streams through the day. I'm waiting, you know, to hear from the guys. Maybe there's new updates or something. Otherwise, I'm just going to do a flight, you know, so you guys are welcome to join whenever. You guys go have yourself a fabulous last day of 2021. Aviator, the windshield effects are non-existent in these models. When I asked about it, it was about VRAM and performance, so they were taken out. Now in Explain 12, we're going to get Livery standard default, so don't worry about it at this point in time. It's going to look funny, but just live with it. You're welcome, Steve. Hello, Lonnie. It's got nothing to do with LevelUp. It's because it's a different size plane and it's a different
On
flight model.
runway
It uses
17.
the
On
experimental
runway
flight model, Lonnie.
17.
So it has different characteristics. Okay, Mert, so what I'll do is the next stream I'll put up will do the 900 ER. Okay, I just need to go fetch something to eat and drink and become human again, and then we'll do some more flights. Okay, so just give me a short while. Right, okay, so guys, we'll check you guys later. Thanks for watching and all the good wishes and everything for the new year. Talk later. Bye bye.